The only thing that exists is belief. And that is how you create. Literally, if you do not change your belief system, you will continue to create the exact same beliefs in your reality. It is the only way that it works. So I've been channeling for a long time, and the two main phrases that I always get are, if you believe, or believe it and create it, or stop creating it. Those are the two main things. So you're like reading all these techniques, how to do this and how to manifest this and how to consciously create this and do these techniques and journal and script and imagine and fall asleep to the wish fulfilled and all of these things, right? They are all legit. They all phenomenally work. I've been using them for years. But the thing is that you still have to understand, and the key component, the actual foundation to everything is belief. There literally is nothing underlying that. You have to change your belief system. If you still have an underlying belief that, I don't know, everybody cheats on you and everybody leaves you and all your relationships suck and you're never going to find anybody that treats you correctly because there's nobody out there. But this is like an underlying belief, and a lot of times it's like an unconscious, subconscious kind of program that you don't even know is there. It's just constantly running based on past traumas and things that you've experienced, and then it's just, now it's neurologically connected. It's literally a neural link, like it's built in now to your subconscious. So you either know it's there or you don't know it's there. Regardless, it doesn't matter, because if you still have that underlying belief, you are going to still create that. You can do whatever techniques, as many as possible. And yes, you could see movement in that direction, but essentially, if you still have that underlying fear or that underlying belief, and it's an inner knowing that you just kind of ignore, it's going to revert back at some point. You are still going to have that pattern show up at some point. Because remember, the point to us even being here in this incarnation is to evolve, is to find out what we want to experience and what we want to overcome, and all of the lessons that we're being shown and what we're supposed to be learning and what is being, taught to us. So when these lessons come up and you see this belief, it will come out in your face. Okay, well, I have to change this belief, because if not, it's going to keep happening. And that's how it works. So literally, when I tell you there is nothing underlying this, there is nothing more than you can do but just to change your belief system, your actual inner knowing. It is the key to creating unconsciously, right? Instead of forcing yourself to consciously manifest, where you're consciously trying to imagine what you want and being very, very, very aware of all of your thoughts because you don't want to manifest something you don't want, right? Instead of being that, neurotic about it, you eventually just start creating on autopilot in the correct way, because now your underlying belief is positive. I know my belief system says that that is all that is going to be shown in my life. That is the only thing that is going to manifest for me. Because again, it is based on your beliefs. That is it. So you can use all the techniques that you want, which is amazing. Keep using them, but just understand that if they are not showing up for you, if you keep manifesting the opposite of what your techniques are, or what you're trying to manifest consciously, it is because of your inner state, your inner belief system, your subconscious programming, because this is only a mirror. Your reality is your mirror of your inner state. And if you don't go deep enough and change that, completely shift out of that, you're going to keep experiencing what is on the inside. And there is no escaping that. That is why you see good things happening to bad people, or bad things happening to good people, or the wealthy getting wealthier and the poor getting poorer, because it is an inner state. It is their belief system. And that is all. 100%. So do the techniques. They're amazing. But you've got to go deeper than that. You've got to do the subconscious reprogramming, like the things that I was talking about on my other videos, where you do the sleep subconscious reprograms, which I have a few on my YouTube. I'm going to be creating more. But these are things you can do that are super easy because you're sleeping to them and you're reprogramming while you're sleeping. And eventually you'll start noticing that your thoughts are different, and the things that you're thinking about on a daily basis are not the same. Your fears are not there anymore. Your doubts are not there anymore. And you will notice this. And it's just an internal, like, little shifts here and there that you'll notice that are different. And eventually, the more that you keep doing this, and you got to be disciplined with this. It's not an overnight fix. The more you keep doing this internal work, the more you'll start seeing the shifts in your life. And then you will start manifesting consciously the things that you want on autopilot, because now your belief system, the underlying system, is already in place, that is going to be creating what you desire based on those changed beliefs, the positive beliefs, the ones that you want to see. So, if you go from the belief system of, oh, I'm always cheated on, I'm always left, I always attract horrible people in my life, and my relationships are always going to be shit, to everybody that I attract into my life is amazing and treats me with respect and love, and all of my relationships are beautiful, and they are all going to be beautiful from here on out, because that is what I deserve, and that's all that is going to be shown to me. And I'm going to be taken care of for the rest of my life. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, it doesn't matter. You create everything. If you do it this way, and then you have that inner knowing, it's like a baseline knowing, a baseline belief system, you are going to be unconsciously manifesting every single thing based off that belief. That's how it works. So don't just do the techniques. So many people are saying to me all the time that they do the techniques, but it doesn't work, and they don't see any movement, they don't see any changes. It's not that you're doing them wrong. It's because you're creating from that same exact belief system, the same exact programming. So whether you realize it or not, that's just where you're creating from. You may consciously one day just, change your entire thought process and just be super positive one day. But then maybe 3 days later, you just fall right back into the old patterns. And that's super easy to do. And that's what's going to happen, because you still have an underlying program that is running in the background, and you haven't completely, rewired it yet. You have to literally rewire it. It's neuroplasticity. It's creating new neural pathways. I am in the process of making another subconscious reprogramming sleep meditation. If you guys want me to create one, I'm not really sure what to do next. I was going to do something for money and wealth, or like an inner child healing version. I don't know. If you guys have a specific one that you'd want me to do for you, let me know in the comments, and I will try and get it done soon. I do have one on my YouTube that is a release reprogram, which kind of has like everything in there. I wrote on the bottom what the affirmations are that are said. It's just subliminal, so you're not going to hear it spoken out loud. And a lot of times that's better for people that have resistance to some of these beliefs and self-concepts. But that's a really good one if you want to start there, if you haven't yet. And it's really good if you use a Bluetooth mask, or you can just play it in your speakers, like on your nightstand. But anyways, let me know if you want me to make one and what you want to see next. Love ya!